What's up guys, welcome back to another video. We are in Tokyo Central Station and I'm about to board the bullet train that you can see behind me to Kyoto. Now we're on the train for about 2 hours 10 minutes and I think the drive would take 6 hours, so these bullet trains don't mess about. Now the Japanese name for bullet train is actually Shinkansen, and there's loads of different lines with different names, so you're on a Shinkansen and then the name of the line. Anyway, I was just Nozomi 67 from Tokyo to Hiroshima. Tell you what, we've got loads of legroom here. Look at that, can stretch right out there. I mean, we've been used to travelling on budget airlines recently with absolutely no space, but can't argue with this at all. So at least on this one, can't speak for any others, but yeah, Nozomi 67 is 2 and then 3 seats. We booked the Mount Fuji side because obviously travelling from Tokyo to Kyoto, it's on the right, so we've got the 2 seats here. I think it was an extra £6 each for seat reservations on the Fuji side, but you know, we're only here once. I think it would have been £2.
Also, I guarantee we'll even see it.
Exactly.
The weather right now is not ideal.
It's a little bit cloudy today, so I'm not sure. But I think it would have been around £2 if we'd opted to just book a normal seat, which extra couple quid seems worth it. Have you ever been to the National Railway Museum in York? Have you ever sat on the bullet train? I remember years ago, like, I'm 22 now, so it must have been 10 years ago, probably more, 15 years ago, going to National Railway Museum in York, sitting on the bullet train. It's probably still there, the same one. It's just as sick as I thought it would be. Happy to be in Kyoto?
Not right now.
Okay guys, so it's our first full day here in Kyoto. We arrived here yesterday afternoon. It was so hot yesterday. I mean, it is still today. Checked into our little apartment, had a wander around, but didn't get up to much. So today we, yeah, it's absolutely bucketed down, thunder, lightning and the lot. Anyway, this morning we have just got an Uber up to the, you have to help me out here, Kiyomizu, I think, temple, because once again it's just absolute, I'd be sweating buckets if I walked up here. So we're just heading up now to the temple. It's a little pedestrian area and there's loads of little shops around here. It's a warm one today. It's been a warm one every day. It's 31 degrees today. Even though it's cloudy, it's still almost unbearable. And it's Japanese culture to keep yourselves pretty covered. You know, all the girls are wearing like literally jackets, but if not, t-shirts. So no skimpy little tops for us today. On my best behaviour. Something that we haven't even said yet is all these temples throughout Japan are Buddhist. I didn't know that. I didn't think Japan was a Buddhist country, but apparently so. I think we said this when we were in Beijing. If you watched that video, I just like looking at the architecture. Now, the 3-tier pagoda, that it was called, was built in 756, I think. And apparently in the last couple thousand years, it's been burnt down and rebuilt multiple times because of wildfires. Now, as you might be able to tell, we're pretty much built into the side of a mountain here, which is why it was such a trek up for the third and final time. We don't do history on this channel.
You can't say that when you've just given a history lesson. You cannot say that. A history lesson that you're regurgitating from me.
I'm reading it off my phone. You got camera here, phone here next to it, and you guys will never know. Promise. So guys, we've come to Arabica to shelter from the rain which has just started. It's so humid today. You know what happens when it's so humid, there's always a thunderstorm or a heavy downpour. So this morning we walked around the Kiyomizu temple. Plan is to head to another one this evening, the most famous one, but to avoid the crowd we're going to go late. Arabica actually started in Kyoto, and this is the Kyoto blend. I thought it was only right since we're here. Didn't start in this branch, but a different one in the city. And we do agree that these taste better than Starbucks and 7-Eleven coffees, as you would expect, but also better than when we had Arabica in London. Now we got a different one, we got a hot coffee in London. Yeah, this is better. This is an iced Kyoto blend latte. Second little shrine action of the day, about to go down. It's around 5:30 in the evening, so it's cooled down a bit, because this one is a bit of a trek, I think. Looks like we're heading up the mountain. There's the starting point behind me there, but it's time for a cold beverage first. So we are at Fushimi Inari shrine. It's not a temple, and I've just searched up the difference between a temple and a shrine, because I didn't know. Shrines are associated with Shinto, which is Japan's indigenous religion, and temples are, like I mentioned earlier, Buddhist. So they're definitely not the same thing, and I'm sure if you got them too confused you would upset a lot of people. This is 24 hours. You can come here anytime. It's free because it's 24 hours, and we've chosen to come later on because supposedly you avoid some crowds. We'll see about that, because it does look quite busy right now. But I believe it's a bit of a trek up. I don't want to say exactly how long. So hopefully as we get higher and higher, some of the crowds will drop off as people give up on the hike. Anyway, I admire this architecture.
Okay, let's go.
Sweating already. That's nice. So we've probably been walking for about 20-30 minutes now, and there's a sign that says another 40 minutes to the top. We just stopped to search up what these arches actually are, and they're called Torii gates, which are traditional Japanese gates found at the entrance or within Shinto shrines, which is what I mentioned at the start. Apparently at the Fushimi Inari here, there's over 1,000 of these in total. Right, I think we've reached our limit. We've been walking for about half an hour. It literally feels like we're in the rainforest. It's so humid. You can see the humidity. We've got to this viewpoint here, and I think we're going to turn around and head down. But down there is the city, Kyoto, and behind us is a nice little picturesque spot of the gates. What were they called again? In that Torii gates.
I don't think our accent makes it sound very good there. Torii.
Torii with 2 eyes, not a Y. If this doesn't show you how warm and humid it is up here, I don't know what will. I would recommend coming and visiting here. Oh my god. In either really early morning or early to late evening. I mean, it's around 6-7 p.m. now, and there's been a few stretches where it's been like uninterrupted and we've been able to get our photos and videos and stuff. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of people here, but I hear it's the same in the morning. Just don't come in peak heat and peak busyness, because you'll hate it.
And you're being bitten.
Yeah, and I've already got about 4 insect bites, but I feel like that would be the same if you came earlier in the day. Right then, I wasn't going to vlog today because I thought we weren't up to much, but we've come to Nara Park, and Nara Park is famous for all the deer that live here. Now, we've just walked up from the metro station, we're sat in Starbucks now, and there were so many more deer than we were expecting. So I will be vlogging this because I think it's worth showing you. So today is July the 5th, and you may or may not have seen the news. I mean, by the time this video goes out, it's probably September the 5th. But today is supposed to be a mega quake, mega earthquake, as predicted by some famous manga. It sounds a bit like the way the Simpsons predict the future, but supposedly Japanese manga, like cartoon things, predict the future, and it's predicting that today is going to be a mega quake. So
it was predicted in 1999.
Yeah, and a few of these predictions have been true over the years, so we'll see. The title of the video will probably give it away. So that would be some pretty good clickbait if it's I survived a mega quid as predicted by manga. But so far, absolutely no signs of it.
I'm quite nervous.
I had someone DM me on Instagram saying I'm coming to Japan in a couple of weeks and I've seen all the news. As you're there, what's it like on the ground? Yeah, yeah. And I said, honestly, if I hadn't read the Western news, I would have no idea. So let's see. But I think we're going to be fine. Now the deers in Nara Park are known as bowing deers because when you feed them food or crisps or something, they actually bow in front of you like traditional Japanese style. No idea how they've been taught to do that and how long they've been doing that for. But if we see somewhere where someone's feeding them or if we can get some food ourselves, I'll try and show you. Because every time I try to video it, they stop. Where's the security? They're fighting. It's alright, mate, don't worry. We're pretty safe, mate. They know we don't have anything for them. Now, contrary to what we've read online, we came during the afternoon on a Saturday as well, and we were reading that it will be absolutely packed and everyone says to come in the morning. Now, would you agree that there's definitely enough deers to go around?
100%.
We are shocked at how many there are, especially like around the shops areas and stuff. There are groups of them that are like behind fences and you know they've taken themselves off, but there are so many. We must have seen hundreds. And yeah, there's plenty of people around. It's around 3-4 o'clock now, but don't be put off because it's a Saturday and it's still fine.
Hey. Hey.
So guys, we've headed out for the evening. It's our final proper night in Kyoto because tomorrow we're doing a day trip out of the city, and I think walking on this street to our restaurant just proves how different Kyoto is to Tokyo. It actually feels, we said this when we got here, it feels like we've gone to a completely different country because just the buildings, the little streets, everything is just completely different. We're pretty central, we're just like parallel to the river, but we're heading to curry and tempura restaurant. It's not curry like you'll be thinking, but to be honest, I don't really know what to expect.
Please open your cover. Okay. Here is 2 types of spice curry, and it varies 20 types of spices. And there is 5 types of pickles on the rice. And here is black kettle. Its black kettle has Kyoto style dashi soup, and you can pour it directly over the tempura. Tempura, no, curry rice. And under the tempura, you can find green powder. Yes, it's much solid. You can sprinkle over the tempura. Thank you.
Thank you.
And sorry.
What are you thinking?
It's quite small.
Yeah, that's supposedly a small. Anyway, looks good. So we opted to come back to our little hotel bar on the balcony here, courtesy of 7-Eleven, and I've got myself, if you can see this, a yabisu which says it's from Tokyo. I'm going to give a little review of this one. I mean, I've already had it before, so I know it's going to be nice, but just as nice as I remember.
Try mine. This is
What's this?
Asahi Pineapple Clear Cooler.
Okay, have a look at that. Is it alcoholic?
Yeah.
It's very citrusy. We've got a nice little view here. I'm not sure if I mentioned our accommodation. If not, I'll put a little tour over it. We're staying at, it's called Dash Living, and our little area is called Gojo. We found it on Airbnb, but I think it's on like Booking.com and Expedia too. This is the view from the balcony. That is Kyoto Tower over there, and then this is like the Gojo area all around here. We're on the top floor here with a balcony because we got a free room upgrade, but we weren't sure when we got here if it actually was an upgraded room for reasons that you will see on the tour. Now the bed's actually on the floor. There must be a name for these. It's traditional,
it's
like
Japanese,
yeah, it's
right?
Japanese thing, but I don't know what the name is. Where it's the world's thinnest mattress. Honestly, it must be about 5 centimeters thick.
Yeah, before.
On the floor with a thin sheet. But honestly, genuinely, I don't mind it. I would probably recommend this location, 1 metro stop away from Shijo, which is kind of where like the market and shops and stuff are. Anyway, cheers to our final night in Kyoto
Cheers, mate.
with a Yebisu.